You're fam going ham on him. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. Go fam. Go fam. Go fam. Go fam.
Niggas don't know. Niggas don't know.
Go fam. Now, welcome back to the Black Rasslin Podcast.
It's weird. I'm on my phone and I like got a notification like BRP is live. Like, nigga, I know.
I'm on it. I'm right here. Oh wait, let me turn chat on.
Shorty say, I know.
I know I'm a child. Shout out Miss Alabama. Shout out to the homie Jermaine who in the building. Shout out to D Pause.
D Pause.
Shout out to D Pause. Shout out to Antoine.
I'm that nigga Friday, yo.
Pause. What was he doing?
We was at the Wu-Tang Show.
Oh, that's right. How was that?
I remember that. We was going to a Wu-Tang Show. So it was a good show. It was a very, very good show.
It was how many members was there? Everybody was there?
Yeah, everybody but Dirt.
Capadonna was there?
Oh, of course Capadonna was there. He did check for a nigga. If you in Virginia, check for a nigga.
What? Did he do 97 mentality as well?
Yes, he did.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I love it.
This is what I mean. They was doing, nigga, Ghost perform, call an ambulance, JB been shot. I was like, they're doing Impossible?
Wait, how long was the show?
I mean, they did probably about an hour, some change, 90-minute set maybe, with commercials.
They were just like in and out.
So, yeah, they had like, they came out, the way they came out was like almost everybody, except for like Meth, right? Meth definitely wasn't out there at first.
Of course.
And like they had a cool little video entrance. They played a couple records. Then they played, and this is when I turned to my wife. I was like, "Oh, here comes Meth. This is a dope way to do it." They did Wu-Tang Clan Ain't Nothing to F With, and they started, Tiger style. You know what I mean? And the joint was rocking. And then when it came to the Meth will come out tomorrow, that's when
that's crazy.
Yeah, that was.
There's a new Wu-Tang game.
Yo, Just Blaze is scoring it.
Just Blaze, shout out.
Yeah. And they announced that same. It might have been the same day as a concert.
What day was that? Was Friday?
Friday.
I was zoned out Friday. I ain't gonna lie to you. Did I watch SmackDown Friday? I may have been in and out. I may have been. You was at the
I was at the Wu-Tang Show. Oh, you told me you was gonna take me to see Wu-Tang, baby.
I love it.
So I braided my hair.
You did? You braided the beard?
No, I put little stitches in the top, baby.
Wrap the Steve.
Like I braided my hair. Hey, Cal, let me ask you a question, because I don't think I've ever asked this question before. What do your Thursdays look like? Like specifically, like, all right, shows 8:35 live. What does the build up to the show look like?
It's funny. All right, so Thursdays, at a certain point, I gotta start dinner. So like by the time like 4, I'm winding, whatever I was doing during the days gotta be winding down by like 4 o'clock so I can transition into, even if it's order now, blah, 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 let me get the food, whatever. Sit with the family, eat, chill. Around like maybe 7 o'clock, my wife may be like, all right, I'm gonna head upstairs. My son, finishing the, duties in the kitchen, whatever the case may be. By like 7:30, I'm probably here. If I'm not, I didn't do it. Matter of fact, I was probably supposed to go over some of these dirt sheets. So if this stuff that I'm missing, we got to charge it to the game. But at a certain point, shout out to the enemies. I'll go to Public Enemies podcast and shout them out while they show starting. If anybody, it used to be Ashe would be running, around that time on YouTube, going there. By the time 8 o'clock hits, if I'm not listening to Griselda or like some Wu-Tang and like finishing, you know, whatever, you know, beer I was drinking, you know, I'm like in the zone trying to get everything else ready. But nah, yeah, tonight I was sitting here for like an hour and a half. I was looking at sneakers and playing rap music, getting ready for the show.
I was at the mall.
Well, what's popping at the? Because y'all mall crazy. Wait. Let me ask a question. What mall did you go to?
The mall for me. The mall. If I say the mall, it means Arundel Mills.
Shout out.
Yes.
What was on the agenda?
Dinner.
Word. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, hit the food court. That way, everybody kind of has an option, and I can't walk past the Polo store. So.
All right. That's a nice Polo spot. I ain't gonna hold you. If I had a good chunk of change in my pocket,
you can have some money up in there. Trust me.
Even if it's on some deal shit, like there's a good amount of. I was only in there once. It's a good amount of yamin up in that Polo spot. Corey said he was at Arundel Mills. What you was getting, Corey? Some sneakers? Corey, you got.
Should I make the obligatory math joke?
Yes, please.
He was about to get off from Foot Locker.
Yes.
Like I had to like.
His shift was almost over. Corey, did you get those red Stardust SBs? They hit sneakers on. Oh, what's that? They hit sneakers on Saturday, but I know they've been out in the shops. That's vinyl.
Got some new wax.
I was gonna say that's some vinyl. Alabama said she only been to Arundel Mills and Marley since living in Maryland. Yeah, shout out Arundel Mills. Shit.
Yeah.
Y'all look. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I mean,
yo, shout out, yo. I'm gonna tell you, I love niggas that listen to this.
The podcast or the music?
Old podcast, and niggas online. Niggas hit my line really crazy this week. I'm talking about text. I was getting DMs on Instagram. Nigga hit me on Facebook Messenger. He was like, yo.
I understand, Corey.
You see your boys was on the porch? When I tell you, I love y'all niggas, man. I mean, yeah.
You know what? I didn't send it because when I saw on Instagram that the video when it hit my timeline, guess who had already liked it? Like, you know, I like why would I even need a question if a brother has seen it or not? I've actually not watched all of it yet. I got a list of shit I need to watch, and it's probably gonna be for tomorrow. I gotta do some writing, and I need something to be playing while I bust some eloquent prose to they flows.
So funny story. So first of all, of course, I work from home 3 days a week. So
shout out.
I'm in front of YouTube a great deal of the time. Right. Starting this week, it has been the Shy all week. I haven't been on YouTube, but
I need to get back into the Shy.
Where'd you stop? That's a question.
They just started season 7.
They just started season 7.
5.
Okay, so you further along. I just started season 4 today.
I was gonna say, did I finish 4? What's 4? How did 4 start?
So first of all, 3 is the most jarring because I'm watching it in like I watched the episode 2 finale and then 3. Yeah, those 2 episodes back to back might be the most jarring episodes of television I've ever watched because so many things happen and people ain't like listen.
There's so many characters and that story is very interwoven. Yeah.
So as we're speaking, my mother's upstairs. And she's been complaining about she's watching Game of Thrones. She's been complaining about Joffrey. He's about to die.
Yeah, nice.
He may need to have the phone and be like. when it came down here, it was the wedding, right? So he don't got a lot of time left.
Yeah,
but so
right around the corner.
Yeah, I'm excited for her. I'm hopefully we ain't on too late, and I want to see what her thoughts are. But
I was gonna. That's funny.
So back to the wax that I just got. the morning of my wedding was a festive event, right? So me and my wife were shacking up in an apartment, and oh shoot, spun the black on him. So we were shacking up in an apartment, and the morning of my wedding, all my groomsmen slept over in the apartment. Niggas on the couch, niggas on the floor. So that morning, we have a Tekken tournament. We start drinking beers.
Fam know how to set the shit off right. I ain't gonna hold you. That's dope. That's dope. That's really dope.
This is before Bud Ice changed the flavor profile. It tasted good. This is quite some time ago.
Before Bud Ice changed the flavor profile. Let me write that down because that may be the title of the episode.
And I'll never forget, there was a little kitchen nook. And Cuz is sleeping in front on the floor in front of the kitchen nook. This is 20 years ago. I've been married 20 years. Listening to the Chitlin Circuit by Little Brother. So they put out a limited, it's 500 pieces individually, like it's numbered. I don't know if you can hold on. Let me see. Number right here.
Oh wow. Damn. That's dope.
So
Gabby, shout out
listen, if I wasn't online, like they went on sale at 11, they were gone at 12:30. I'm sorry, they were gone at 11:30. Niggas was posting about it, and I'm somehow me and Sean Don is Facebook friends or something.
Shout out. Peace.
I see him post the joint. And I copped at 11, like sneakers, right? You know what I'm saying? Niggas talking about, oh, shoot, it's a new. They come right back on the same post because, as soon as he said that, I was like, I got mine because we was just talking about shit.
Over yo's. I'm sorry, peace, my brother.
Cause your mustache is very prominent this week.
Yeah. So this is the thing. Like all of my shit is, right? You remember 2 weeks ago I was like, yo, my barber fucked my shit up to the point where
you got a wolf?
I said, if you gonna fuck my shit, I might as well fuck it up myself. I'm never paying you again.
Shout out, Dory.
I'm never paying you again.
Okay,
so that's it? It's a wrap?
Yeah, it's a wrap.
All right, so also when Cuz is angry in this manner and he makes a statement like that,
right,
he gonna them heels get firmly planted in the ground, son. Those are dug in. He's not going back.
Well, I'll take my son to the barber, but I don't they don't cut my hair. I take care of there's only so much you got. Shit, just like you ain't really got to do much upkeep on me. Just cut the beard down a little bit. You know what I mean? I could do that my damn self.
Rock stupid.
Rock is dumb. Cuz got the Lamont Sanford. It's crazy. The Lamont Sanford may be the name of that episode.
Whenever
Say Fred.
Bro, you all right?
But wait,
great.
You good with handling the upkeep? Because mustache is hard. It's a dangerous game. You take if you go a little too close on the one, you got it because it got to be even.
So
I don't want to. My joint normally is short. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
That nigga showed up with the Willie Tyler and Lester, yo.
He said he undercover. How many cracks do you have today, good sir?
Hey, yo, cop stash cat. Yo, wow, cop stash Cuz.
Hey, it was bad.
Calm down.
This the thing, right? This the thing, Cuz you don't even. So I go in, get a cut, and I'm super early.
Right.
I'm never early.
How early is super early?
I'm 25 minutes early.
God, you watching the TV and listening to the music. Yeah.
So he like, all right, yo, come on. We get in there, he cut me, and I say, this is what I say every week. I say, yo, you're getting older. My shit don't grow back when you push it back. Don't take a long time for it to get back.
Right. I
And
understand.
then it push back.
This
As
corner,
thing goes on.
I say, check this out. This corner up here,
Always.
always put your thing in this corner. Stop it. He said, yo, you always got something to say. Yes, I do.
Yeah, ain't no jokes, nigga. It's for real.
So when I knew he was in the corner too far, and I said, here you go with this shit. So this what he do. This how he try to play me. The nigga hit me with the I ain't never got that before.
No way. He hit you with the enhancements?
He was like, nah, chill out. I got you, Paul.
I'm sorry. I never got hit.
The nigga, he went up to you like this and said,
oh, with the card.
He didn't use the card.
Oh, he was freestyling the spray.
She said, no, it's gonna make it sharp.
Corey said, oh well. God damn. I was out the barbershop. By the time the Beijing started, I didn't even touch them niggas. Pause. I was outside the barbershops.
So when I got my car and I looked in the rear view, I said, oh, I'm gonna kill this nigga. Because he left.
He knew what he did. He said, oh, yeah. He checked his phone. Blink.
So I texted him. I said, yo, I'm gonna kill you. He said, no, I wash right out. Don't even worry about it.
No, that's not how that works.
I said no, and I took a picture. And I sent it. I'm like, yo, you got my hairline on the Gumby, nigga. I should kill you.
I seen that on
the episode of you ever seen that episode of Blackish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yo. He said, yo, come on back. No.
Come on back. He left.
No. He left. And then when we were, he was like, yo,
he was already back there. He said, he gone now. I was just gonna say to come back.
You can't go the other way. Yeah, because it all just go and then.
You gonna push it? No, I'm gonna kill you.
But it takes time for that to wash out, though, right? Like the whole point.
Not with the spray. The spray ain't Beijing. The spray is just it's a spray shape. It's the sauce.
But how long is that? How long is that? So
if you put water, on it, it's gone.
So what he was gonna do? Push it back? Push everything?
Yeah, he was going back. That nigga was taking it back to the 99 and 2000.
So what
he was definitely going back that.
What you mean what I did?
I'm asking. I want to know. But what? All right. So you got the situation now. You still got the Yamin in your hair.
This was
3
weeks ago.
This is what I'm trying to figure out. I ain't hearing nothing about none of this.
No, it's gone. I didn't have nothing. Like all it is the sharp in the line. It's not a Beijing.
Right.
How far did he spray?
You just sprayed a line. Just
crazy.
You spray,
but across your whole forehead and down.
Yeah. That didn't do nothing.
It didn't do nothing, but that's a lot of fucking spray.
No, it's not.
It's, you normally if you watch the main thing I see using it now. Just the line, yeah. You go and then maybe up and down the bars, but
he said he didn't even use a card.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
What you say?
You said he didn't even use it. So how was he guiding how he was spraying?
Nigga usually hit you with the
what you talking about is something different than what I got.
What
I got had no bearing. It had no bearing on the sharpness. I don't know what it was.
It was color?
I don't know. Because when I washed my
hair, by the time you left that spot, you just
I didn't give a fuck about that shit.
I understand.
I see Corey gotta be on break. What is Foot Locker?
It's too late, cuz I already made the joke.
He did. But Corey, that's what I was gonna say. Corey just got out of work. He just got out of work now.
Yeah. Oh, so it's no bowling.
He's sitting in the parking lot right now watching chat. Like,
right?
Right?
I see you in the chat, Corey. Before you get your ass bowled down this lane, nigga.
So I was cuz I was talking about the morning of my wedding.
Yes. Yeah. Tekken.
I got my hair cut by a jail nigga that day.
What?
Yeah, that happened too.
Wait, what?
That happened too. Yeah, my man Tifa just came home.
He gave me a jail cut.
What do you use?
A razor. And a
razor and a comb.
A comb.
Like he was holding a yummy in the one hand and had a. How long did that take?
Normal haircut. It wasn't.
He ain't hurt like your skin wasn't fucked up or nothing.
No.
So because the reason why I brought up that morning is because I remember you listening to this.
That's my shit.
So they had a limited 500 piece release last week.
Came out.
Yeah. Just off of that.
I just opened it just now.
Man, so let me hold it. Pause.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy.
Man, this was one of my.
I'm sorry.
It was one of my favorite. Like I legit had to be one of the first 5 people.
Why?
Knife Wonder.
Why?
So
it was specifically the knife beats. Yes, I love knife production.
Yeah.
That's what brought me to Little Brother. I ain't gonna hold you.
Funny part about that is, just as a full circle, all the stuff that we were getting physicals of was coming from Hip Hop Site.
Shout out.
Andreas Hale was working over at Hip Hop Site during that period of time.
The world is tiny. At some point, every black
Hip Hop Site had the goddamn they had this Talib Kweli exclusive mixtape.
Overseas.
Them niggas was getting all my money then.
Yeah.
Who was and they were shipping. Was it Snow Guns? Who was doing the production on the Talib Kweli from overseas?
No, it would be like the overseas. So like if you don't know, Lupe Fiasco on Food and Liquor. Fiasco Food and Liquor had a release here. Then he had a release that was overseas.
This release comes up a lot. This release came up not too long ago.
Not the bootleg.
No, yeah, not the bootleg.
But the release overseas had some of the bootleg
extra records.
Got you.
But you had to go, like, I can't even remember if it was Hip Hop. I don't think Hip Hop Site was even around there. I might be tripping.
Nah, but
that was Hip Hop Site still.
Whatever site that had like European imports,
you had to get it from over there, and then it eventually made its way to Circuit City.
Yeah. When I was in high school, it was like Circuit City has some imports because some of them shits be like the singles be like $12 and it's still 4 songs, but it came. You ain't getting that remix over here. But it was a bookstore that was like across the way that had a lot of they would get UK magazines and shit like that, and motherfucker get broke. But yeah, I shout out to the spots that
fire.
Yeah, I always appreciated that. Yeah, Sean Tragedy, shout out. The Japanese imports with that. And sometimes it'd be one track. It had that
sticker. It had that sticker on it. Japanese import.
Japanese import.
And sometimes just Japanese. Yeah.
That's where because that was the only place you could get the Justice League, actual Justice League mixtape.
Just before I knew y'all.
The triple threat.
Yeah.
I could have sent y'all.
Stop it.
But it wasn't much longer, to be honest.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. It wouldn't have been them. I mean, the funny thing is while y'all was going through that, so was I. But it was just all .mp3. I mean, it's like I'm
stop.
Hey.
I don't know if Gabby.
Don't try to cop the plea now. Don't try to cop a plea now, homeboy.
Saying just understood. I do not work at Foot Locker. I no longer bowl on Thursdays.
What did you move the finish line? JD Sports.
It can't be finished.
What's the joint with the circle now? What's the joint downstairs in Columbia Mall?
That's JD Sports.
That's JD Sports.
I was gonna say is it a JD because they I don't like JD.
Nah, I don't like any shoes.
I went to the J. My wife can always get shoes.
I wear Air Max. I love them.
Math, when I tell you, matter of fact, my wife was getting shoes from out the JD the other day. While they were waiting to bring her shoes so she could try them on. I went to the clothing section.
Why?
I
didn't realize how bad the quality on every t-shirt was.
Everything.
It's really.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
No, say it.
Nike got some slick pieces. Like, I would never think to wear Nike stuff outside of maybe like a sweatsuit or a jacket. Nike got some fly pieces. If you look online, I see, like the sweatsuit. Like they got cardigans now. Like almost any kind of like, and in sizes, I'm like, oh, about to get right with these Nike niggas now. You got sizes now. We can have a discussion.
At the Philly when Manny was in Philly last year, or was that last year or the year before? Year before. Last year. We went to the Philly Foot Locker, the outlet. They had some pieces in there, not like nothing crazy, but like if you wanted to go in there and get you a little windbreaker or whatever, then like you
used to have them destroyers in that bitch.
They had the term. Matter of fact, Matt, man, we was talking about the LeBron figure with the term. They had that's where I saw the Terminators, the white and blue Terminators. I should have bought them. I was taking the train. I should have take the train. I should have bought them, but JD got
them shit. You cannot find them.
You can't. Well,
he had the purple holes, right? Or
they was blue. They was blue because they matched the he had like a blue varsity on the action figure. The action figure had a blue
action figure. That's a doll.
The LeBron James Barbie doll had a varsity jacket and some white and blue Nike Terminators on. It was weird to me because I thought he was gonna wear LeBron. I don't know if Gabby's still in here though. Not to transition too crazy, but I did want to ask the chat a question before we got to everything. A week from today, y'all are gonna know who. By the time we're recording this time next week, you're gonna know who the number one of the BRP 50 this. You're gonna know the whole list. So far, A.O. Baker and the ladies at Lip Gloss and Ladders have dropped who they think the number one's gonna be. Chat. Y'all have any thoughts on who y'all think the number one is gonna be this year on the BRP 50?
Rodney Mack.
He around?
You're bringing back the white boy challenge.
Tony Brown.
Hey now.
I was about to say I was not ready.
Hey now. He was at the Wu-Tang Show.
I know. I was gonna ask
Wu-Tang Show.
I was gonna.
Nigga, I wore wallabies at the Wu-Tang Show, nigga.
I need a.
That's the last show too, right?
That's that last tour. Yeah, they not coming back. That's that last tour.
Like they last touring like John Cena.
Yep.
No, this is good.
I prefer it.
No, this one is good.
Moose. No.
Shout out when you mentioned A.O. Baker. I wanted to say, and I hope I ain't jumping the gun.
Here we go.
My bad.
But gun jumping, yo.
It's a lot of Naomi's.
A.O. Baker got another run of trucker hats.
I still need my other one. It's enough. It's still them. Everything is in pro wrestling.
No, everybody got them.
I didn't get mine.
What happened to it?
I never got it. You the last time, because we went to brunch. Yeah, I never got it. I need a hat.
Them bitches gone.
I know they gone.
Gone.
Naomi.
The joints that he got right here are fire. I'll send them. I'll send a photo.
Hey yo, you still got them Yamins? I need one of them Yamins.
They gone.
Frisbee, yo. Cuz was throwing them A.O. Baker around like he was goddamn Lanny Poffo.
I like this, Corey. Corey said Darius Carter's a dark horse for number one, but I think it's Mercedes or Uber. I like the Darius Carter conversation.
That nigga couldn't be more wrong.
I don't see Moose Knuckle making.
Nah, Moose Knuckle ain't coming nowhere near.
Hey, Moose. Moose Knuckle was number one in my heart.
Wow. Outstanding. AJ Francis got an argument. I don't know. We'll be talking about wrestling a little bit. AJ Francis. All I wanted out this year was AJ Francis going to NXT and being able to say, "Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is AJ Francis." We got that. shit. I don't know what's going to happen with First Class on NXT anymore, but I love seeing that moment. The Wu-Tang Clan should do like the Rolling Stones, just always be having. They probably could, but
but see, so I'm gonna be honest. I hate to say this, it hurt my heart to see it. You ever seen them the recent New Edition shows? Bobby Brown be out there. And he do all the.
Who?
Hurt my heart, man.
Don't you dare.
Ghost, man.
He be looking crazy.
Ghost out there. He's not moving around. Ghost is.
What's he doing? Is he just sitting there? He's just on the
side. But they perform because they performed Impossible. I've seen the Wu 5 times.
Impossible.
Maybe 6. Call an ambulance. Jamie been shot, nigga.
Like who's thinking about playing Impossible in the live show? I love that record too. I love that record.
But they were saying like, yo, we doing records that we don't usually do.
Cause it's it.
Is it different records on different shows? Like, are they playing the same set every night?
I would assume that the set is the same. Riz is tripping. All right, there's one point in the show. Riz is just is like you ever, if you watch the show and you saw like, you ever seen that he was on Colbert and he was that's Ghost. No, that was who Riz. I'm sorry, you are correct.
Shut up.
So you ever seen that clip of him on Colbert where he's rapping, talking about the when the woman had to tear out the womb, like, you know what I'm saying? He's talking like niggas that love like super duper hippity hop niggas is like, yeah, right. But niggas that are like normal rap heads, they be like, all right, Robert, like, you know what I mean? Like niggas is like.
They be clowning him for making. You saw that video of him making beats came back up. Boom, 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 boom. But it's the weirdest time.
He was like, then I'm gonna use myself. I'm gonna clip my toenails, and that's gonna be the snare. Like, but like, so he had this part where he was just like, all right, this could be the part of the show where I do, instead of me doing my Bobby Digital records, I'm gonna just do some stuff I want to do. And he was like, energy, and he was wilding. He had this white outfit on. He looked crazy. RZA,
energy.
RZA,
the Brian H. Waters show.
5 years.
5 years I know Brian H. Waters. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's been.
Amount of time.
The first time we recorded with Brian H. Waters was 2020, like right after the BRP 50.
We all met him at the same time, right?
What's Brian H. Waters got so many shows?
Wrestling Realm.
It wasn't.
Nah, it was before Wrestling Realm. It was not Raising Glass Ceiling.
I want to say Breaking Down Glass Ceilings, but I feel like that's not.
I think it was It was I used to be a Cowboy fan, then I sold my soul to the city. That reads. I think that was the name of the podcast. One more time. I used to be a Cowboy fan, but I sold my soul to the city. That reads. That was the name of the podcast.
Oh man. I think should we start the show? Wrestling Round presents Wrestling for the Culture. That's what it was. Wrestling
FTC. No, that's not what it was, Brian H. Waters. I just told you what it was. I sold my soul to the city that reads.
Realm turns 15 next year.
Shit ain't.
Damn. He said you funny.
That's nothing. Nah, it's Brian H. Waters, the Belt Man. You know what I mean? The Crocs Man, and then Snuffleupagus because he's not a real person. You know what I'm saying? That's the group. They got an AI nigga.
He's not a real person.
They got a whole AI guy.
That's him. That's who shows up on the reels.
They're the real Dwayne AI. You know what I mean? He's like, cause like now they say like if you start to read the stats, you know how you create a player. Like no, make him 6'8". Like just
right.
Yeah, just yeah. He's the AI player.
And nigga just 6'8". Shouts out to Brian H. Waters. Shouts out to Brian H. Waters. Rest in peace to Ananda Lewis. That I had seen during the pandemic that she had been going through it.
It was real, bro.
She was going through it, and I don't want to say a whitewashing, but put some respect on Ananda Lewis' time at BET when you remembering what she does. It don't start at MTV. We was teens up in the Teen Summit. Every Saturday. Donnie Simpson had to be like, yo, nah, Ananda Lewis, that's crazy. Ananda Lewis, that's crazy.
Ananda Lewis, fine as a mother.
Voila.
Ananda Lewis.
Real ones knew. Real ones knew.
Ananda Lewis was like grown Ashley Banks.
Facts. That was a but she could still do her shit. Like, she won like whole awards doing her work after. At the end of the day, she wasn't just, some. She really put in the work.
Yeah, she put the work.
Ed Gordon even did a tribute. I didn't see that. That wasn't one beautiful woman. And she was definitely growing up, Ashley.
Yeah.
Even when she was on MTV, she was running MTV. It's a good time. That's back when MTV meant something.
Before it was all ridiculousness and shit.
Before it was ridiculousness TV, aka the Black Rasslin. Nah, shut up.
Yep.
I'm gonna shut up. That was your first real crush, B-Dot?
B-Dot, how old are you?
That was your first real crush? It makes sense. I almost thought Ananda and Chili were sisters. They definitely had similar hair.
And they were the same complexion.
Was it the hair?
It had to be the hair.
It had to be the hair. I ain't mad at it.
I see it.
Ananda taller.
Was she like 5'4"?
She auntie. She Chili auntie.
Who the hell was Carrie?
Carrie is this little
Philly?
Is this little Uzi for real? Carrie Kaburga. We about to start. Who's Carrie Kaburga? Is my internet gonna crash?
Yeah.
No, this is just
who's he gonna appear?
It's just a person. Vin, who's Carrie Kaburga? In the world of Carson Daly's and Sujin Park's being Ananda. I mean, Sujin Park wasn't bad.
Yeah, I ain't had no problem with Sujin Park.
No, but she didn't do anything other than the news, right?
Yes, she was super journalist.
Yeah.
She was really hard news, pause.
Yeah, she was like Asian woman Kurt Loder.
Yeah.
I just saw a picture like Kurt Loder, the bald dude from Headbangers Ball.
Matt Pinfield.
Yeah, it was him, and then the other little skater looking dude.
The skater dude?
Oh.
Nah, it was a skater looking dude they used to always have.
Puck.
If it wasn't shout out to Puck recipe.
It was Puck.
Did Puck die?
Yeah,
no.
He died. No.
He ain't die.
Puck. He may have. I don't know. Let's see.
No, don't kill Puck.
David Rainey. Wikipedia says he's still alive. He's 56 or 57. He was born. Damn, that nigga born at 68. God damn.
Before we start, can you check to see what Ruthie doing?
Ruthie is at the bar.
Ruthie,
What's up, Ruthie?
Ruthie Alcade. The funny thing with Ruthie was Ruthie went to school in Jersey, so before that season hit, it was like front page of or like the week after, drunk, Yamin student was on MTV's hit show or whatever. Like, they really threw the Yamin at her.
Hey,
Ruthie's still on Instagram.
Is she?
Do she be drunk?
She's a foodie. Hold on.
Ruthie didn't like clothes.
She put down the drink to get food.
She's traveling the world, it seems. Hold up one sec. Let me pull up this IG one sec.
Ruthie kept them little titties out, ain't she?
This her now.
Oh, Ruthie have brunch now.
She got a whole brunch. Where is this?
Hold on, so go next. Hit the next button.
That's in LA.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Oh, who's that? Tech was following me on Twitter. I wonder if we're still following each other. Yeah, Tech.
Tech money.
Shout out Ruthie. What? Paramount Reality Legends? Oh, so she was doing whole like competition whatnot. So, yeah, she had to put down the drink. She
did she?
Look at her.
Inspiration. I can't see nothing.
Oh, my fault. She was hanging upside down. My fault. I don't know. It was on for a second. Hold on. Let me see. She's doing reality. She was doing reality TV at least recently.
What about Coral? Anybody found Coral?
Coral?
I don't. Did
For
Coral
those
have
family? You know, my cousin and myself are talking about Coral.
That's Ruthie right there.
That's Ruthie right there.
Ruthie got on a whole Joe Budden vest.
She ride bikes and shit.
Man rapped that he would be the victor.
Ruthie, the real drink champ, is crazy. Chat, y'all wilding. Y'all are fucking wilding. We need to start this show.
So Ruthie, one of the reasons why I don't drink is
that's good though. No, that's good. That's it. She was getting lit and just jump in the pool.
That's what I just said.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it, but you just got to make sure you can handle it. If you got to make sure you can swim out the pool.
Yo, I got
Ruthie the Guzzler is crazy.
Oh, wow, y'all.
Listen, nah, Shorty used to cut. Look, she used to get drunk. She used to get naked. You know what I mean? And be like, yo, I got this broad Tech Money. What you ready to do? And Tech Money was like, yeah. Yeah, she right. And then, I mean, like,
we got to start this show.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed part of All-Star Wrestling.
Shout out Eric Isaac and who be constantly on the check-in on the Facebook. Y'all really shout out Ruthie. Ruthie must have really made an impact on the culture because the chat got Ruthie guzzling memories.
Not the drink.
I remember now. I was right there with y'all. Welcome back to the Black Rasslin Podcast. If you've been rocking with us for about 42 some odd minutes, you clearly.
All right, Ben.
God, not only is God still working on us, but God has been working on the OG3 for a minute. But you know what? I didn't even make no jokes about your mustache or nothing. I didn't say nothing. I could have 5 years ago.
I had a beard.
And it was bang, bang, bang. How long did you have that beard?
6-7 months.
Cuz was putting Jamaican castor oil on that bed too. That's why he stopped growing the bed. He stopped growing it because his kids wouldn't play with him. Like, that didn't smell funny.
Yo, they used to drink, bro.
Your beard smells funny. She said, baby, just cut it off.
Butterscotch.
Cut that shit off. Just I'm sorry.
I've had that beard before.
It's your boy Cal. I ain't got no title because Matthew done he retained the spoiler alert. He retained during Money in the Bank, but I got my squad. Piece of Mimi, piece of DDM out in the ether. Hey, as you can see, the squad is on the line. Brother Fam, say what's good to the people, yo.
Hey man, IlFam79 on your social media choice. What was Ruthie had the titties? She did. I promise.
She took the whole Yamin off. She was first day
naked. She was. I was like, yo, are they gonna put the uncensored version in FYE so I can buy the VHS?
Shout out to uncensored versions of the reality shows.
Yeah.
That's what they would do though. They did that with Jersey Shore. It was all the cuss words was in it. Because they was fighting this shit. First season of Jersey Shore.
Them uncensored wrestling tapes.
Yeah, with major guns on there.
Eileen Buck. Eileen Buck.
Yeah, I'm from. Police recognize fame, knowing nigga by the walker, how they say in your name. At Math Damon.
Big fat.
Damon.
Said this nigga government earlier. That was funny.
That was actually. Normally I don't catch it until after I rewatch, but it was.
No, it was super obvious. You ain't catch it, cut.
No, I wasn't. I chose.
It was like he was about it. It was 2 seconds from being a Yamin.
That's what
because the time period I was telling the story about, it wasn't no man.
Right.
I don't remember.
It was still a man.
It was. Was it? It was Gold Gloves at that point?
Nah, this was before. This pre-Gold Gloves.
Way before.
All right. After Dark niggas. Like
After Dark is crazy. No, After Dark is crazy.
One of these niggas actually had the After Dark. Them niggas used to wild out.
They was uncut. Pause.
Right there.
I'm sorry. Let's get this show on the road. Last week, nobody in the chat wanted to wait to talk about R-Truth. And the question that Brother Vaughn posed was, because of the situation with R-Truth, does Triple H get the Red X? Now, I bring that up because at the end of Money in the Bank, we're going to be skipping around for a minute, but we got some topics to bring up. End of Money in the Bank, it was Brother R-Truth in the Black Forces, mind you. I like pointing that out because when I saw it, I was like, nah, of course he did that on purpose. Did the chat and everybody else do like a complete 180 on how they was feeling about R-Truth last week? Because they was ready to burn the shit down.
Yeah, that was true.
And now it's kind of like, is everything cool now because R-Truth is back and he's now he cut his hair?
Is everything ever really cool?
I'm asking. I'm asking because I'm again, the question posed last week was, is this man going to get the Red X?
Hey, what's buddy to be on AEW? The Asian dude with the Mike Tyson boots.
Minoru.
Yes.
Minoru. Well, what was the shit? Because somebody did do a tweet. Yeah, what was the truth version? Because I saved the image.
It looked like that a little bit.
No, watch. It's still fucking loaded. Hold up. Look at his hair though.
No, that's Heihachi. He Tekken. Tekken.
He's had that hair though, is the thing. Minoru Truth Zuki is what somebody put on Twitter.
That's funny.
I mean, at a certain point, that's him though. Look at his hair.
Mm-hmm.
But he's had his hair shaved like that. It's just that at a certain point, he kept dreads.
Is he gonna donate them
to Locks of Love, Negro Locks of Love? I don't know.
Yeah, lots of loving.
I don't know. A lot of people were affected by the fact that he cut his hair on TV. There was people like, yo, y'all don't understand how impactful that was, that he on national TV stood on that table and cut his hair.
I felt it in my heart. See, you niggas don't. Well, listen, I understand.
Talk about it. Because it's real. It's real.
used to be a long look. I used to be a long head nigga, man. You know what I mean?
A whole Samoan, huh?
Simon.
Somewhat. Like, I mean, like it sound like they talking in reverse. Yeah, right?
Shut up.
But no, like I used to be a long head nigga, and it came to a point where, you know what I mean? Oh man, love that you gotta chill. You're right.
I'm saying.
Hey, listen.
No, you know, I'm not gonna come on here and talk about how y'all let Dap come on this motherfucker and talk complete bullshit last week. But
no, he came around to like, I get it.
You also just did, but keep going.
no, no, that was on purpose.
No, I know, but keep going.
I remember what happened with Matt Hardy.
When the people asked for him to come back.
When everybody asked for him to come back, and you like it was like fever pitch. Matt Hardy show up, everybody go berserk.
Mm-hmm.
3-4 weeks later, Matt Hardy taking an L.
Well, yeah, no, keep talking, because people need to know what the history was.
2-3 weeks after that, Matt Hardy taking an L.
Right.
And then it moves Matt Hardy from out of that, you know what I mean, that fever pitch spotlight to where his place is. You dig what I'm saying?
When you say where, you mean like he gets to a fever pitch, and then at a certain point it's going to plateau, whether it goes up or it goes down.
Where his place is.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the middle.
Well, so let's step back a second. So the conversation was originally, well, I guess there's a question with some people. They didn't realize the difference between getting released and mentioning that I'm not renewing my contract. Word on road was that, and there's been a number of different reports, but the things that I've read said that they offered Truth a deal that was lower than what he was asking for, and he said no. And at some point, he said, "Boom, I'm doing this tweet." At some point, they started reaching out because while fan sentiment was big, and they said that Raw after that everything that happened, we talked about last week. People were chanting during the show. They were chanting before the show. The one report that I read that seemed to make the most sense to me was the conversations about his coworkers backstage being like, nah. They said people was crying. They said, we're not rocking with this at all. But it took, whatever the situation was, it took Nick Khan, reportedly, going to the Truth and being like, boom, so what you going to do? You trying to come back here? Is this enough amount of money good enough for you? Apparently it was, because they signed a contract, and again, he returned past 30 right during in the Black Forces, but immediately was like, I'm Ron Killings. He went on Raw. T. Smitty said they were shocked. He cut a whole promo. He cut a promo like he was back in TNA right before when he was Ron the Truth Killings. It felt like that pre NWA World Heavyweight Championship run. I'm not saying that's what's happening right now, but he was on that level. But I think there because there's a lot of no pun intended. There's a lot of truth to what you're saying, Matt. I think at a certain point, they let you know what it was. They let him know what it was. They said, we value you at this amount because you're kind of the skit guy. You're the backstage funny guy. You're not necessarily the progressing our title or a show guy. And he felt his worth was more. I don't know how long this contract is. I don't know if I've seen anything in regards to the length of whatever he re-signed, but this could be it. Like this Ron Killings situation, it may run till SummerSlam next year, something like that. Like I can't, and he may only be getting what they said Kevin Nash said his downside guarantee was like $500,000. It sounds like he may have been getting money close to Braun Strowman, but a lot of that seniority. Based off of last week, folks is okay with the situation now. The fact that is like, I know a lot of people are cool with it being Ron Killings and different opportunities, but
Maybe they fired R-Truth and rehired Ron Killen. Maybe that's what.
I've seen that thing being theorized. They didn't even play his music on Raw, did they?
No.
Nah, but he said, "Don't touch it, young Metro.
Well,
I don't trust you."
I'm not going to say Metro is thirsty, but this isn't the first time that I've seen Metro like tweeting like, "Yo, I'll remix your shit for you. I'll produce your theme for you."
They was trying to be the new Jake One.
He was, but he was sounding like.
Wait. Jack's package.
I'm sorry. I won't say it again. I promise.
Hold on. No, not even.
I won't say it again. I promise.
Not even. Jack's packet.
What Jack's packet
You
say?
say he was making too much merch. Are we just talking about the Ron Cena shit?
Yeah. What? Where?
I
ain't
never seen it. I don't know if I remember our true shirts before last week.
That's why I said, are we talking about the Ron Cena shit?
It's got it. Well, it was funny because those Ron Cena shirts were gone, but once he was back, they had a black shirt with a bunch of random Ron Killen's images on it, and then they put the Ron Cena shirt back in the WWE shop. It really felt like a big sorry, man.
That's the shirt that Rhea had on last week. That flew up under the radar.
Yeah, that when they said the talk was that they were not allowing superstars to wear Truth merch on TV, which I don't know. Again, I don't know what the truth of that is. No pun intended at all. But it's I mean, Metro probably could math. What does the Metro Boomin R-Truth entrance theme sound like?
Awful. What's up? I'm not the person to ask, yo.
My main Metro Boomin like reference is Future Records.
Yeah, mine too.
I mean, Brother Truth got some future sounding records himself, like his actual records.
What do they sound like, Cal?
I don't know. My question was going to be: are those records that you actually, listen to once or more after listening to it for the first time to say, yeah, I listened to it?
Cause
I don't
played it in the car.
Nigga, never.
This is why Truth got us blocked on Twitter. I promise you. I'm sorry, Ron Killens. I'm sorry. I'm down because we can't dwell here. I'm down for whatever they got going on.
Are we blocked on Twitter?
I checked the other day. We are blocked by R-Truth on the Black Rasslin Twitter account. I don't know what. I don't know why. I don't know why.
That wasn't me.
It wasn't me. I don't know what it would have been.
Wasn't me.
I will say, leading into the BRP 50 this year, I've been going through. I'm updating the website, and I've been going through like a bunch of the old posts. Do you know the first iteration of the podcast when I was recording by myself by a dumpster? That was 2011. You know how fucking old we are?
Who's we, nigga?
Nah, because we were. I was listening to the first. I remember when I got sent the first episode.
I said we.
What's up? What's up?
Wait, is this real?
What's up, Carl Winslow?
Is that real?
Oh shoot!
It is today.
Shout out Reginald Vell Johnson if that's.
This is strange.
Nah, because I'd be really quick to be like, oh shit, that's really him. But like, is that really him?
In this day
it
and
is.
Age. It is him in this day and age.
Go to channel.
Carl Winslow.
He got 2 subscribers.
How do you feel?
He started his account yesterday.
About baby all. As about the baby.
How you feel when they say that Carl Winslow is the same guy from Die Hard who just retired and moved to, and you like really in like an insane asylum because you lost your son? How do you feel about that, Carl Winslow?
Good question. That's a great question. Carl Winslow, please answer that question. You hear that?
He said, nigga, don't turn your back on Harlem niggas. They gonna
nigga, you here now. PCR. Yeah, nah. Door, I promise. I'm not gonna pull it up on the stream, but yeah.
Hey, nigga, Stone Cold got me blocked.
I'm saying, yeah. Do me a favor. Go go on Twitter and search some of your favorite WWE superstars. See which ones of them got you blocked.
Colin must have seen it too.
I'm blocked. I'm still blocked by the GM. Teddy Long, Theodore Long got me blocked personally.
Yeah, he got all of us blocked.
Wait a minute, player.
The fuck y'all say, player?
I don't think Cuz blocked.
What the hell y'all say, player?
Player.
Wait, honest question. How do I watch TNA?
So Pornhub.
No.
Oh, Justice.
I'm you wild. TNA Impact Wrestling on Thursday nights. Chat. How am I supposed to watch that show? I genuinely tried to find it before we started this show.
On YouTube.
I thought so too.
Access?
I don't have that. Is it only on Access?
It's on right now.
That's I was trying to put it on the TV, but I can't. Anyway, I
like people at TNA too. Matter of fact, him and Trick Williams was tagging tonight. AJ and Trick.
Yeah,
I was trying to watch some stuff, and some stuff wasn't pulling up on my TV.
You got VPN, and then
I don't got cable.
I got YouTube TV. So
yeah, me too.
Money in the Bank was this past Saturday. So was Worlds Collide. Shouts out to Worlds Collide. I'll say that. I don't know if everybody got to see Worlds Collide. It was a lot of ill shit. It was a lot of loose shit. The Vikingo Chad Gable match was hard. There's a lot of dope shit, but that main event was really ill.
That was good. That was good. I didn't see the whole match, but I saw a good amount of it.
It was good. It's on patreon.com, so that's Black Rasslin. We'll talk about I hopefully we get more AAA WWE in the mix. Mr. Iguana, as Sean Tragedy mentioned, I hadn't seen all that match, but I saw that the internet went on fire, and it's just a dude just painted with his green and black, and he got a puppet on his hand. A puppet.
He looked like true. What's the bad guy from AEW be on commentary with oh God, he was with the Truth niggas.
He looked like Low Key.
Like Low Key. I thought he looked like if what's his name painted himself. What's the good talking bad guy?
Don Callis.
He looked like Don Callis with a paint job.
Oh, I thought you meant Nigel McGuinness.
That's funny.
Nigel McGuinness.
Greenhousing is funny, Antoine. Now, yeah, the crowd was definitely they and them shirt. It was immediate. They were really smart putting them shirts up there. Money in the Bank. I actually before peace to Math, peace to Blame Boogie. Shouts to everybody who was working on this. The foresight to be like, oh, Naomi, booyah. Yeah, 7th annual. Next, I told y'all earlier. By this time next week, y'all gonna know the whole list. You're gonna see everything, all that shit. But if you're not excited because of this, you should be excited because of the fact that Naomi got that briefcase, which I think some of us, I still thought it was gonna be Roxanne. I ain't gonna hold you.
I was fully in on Naomi.
What's the path for Naomi with the briefcase? Is it strictly going for who's the SmackDown? Tiffany Stratton?
Yeah, it's Tiffy time.
It's Naomi time, like she using that briefcase going all the way.
Yeah, when you say all the way, what do you mean?
Winning that title at some point before the end with that briefcase.
Yeah,
especially after Biggie made a crown on TV.
Yeah,
right.
That one of them types.
Shouts to her. It was. I always appreciate how quickly she could snap on the fans when they start cheering her. She'd be like, "No, y'all wasn't cheering." I don't know what the expiration date on that is, because people are, as much as she's supposed to be the heel, and she apparently has stun guns and she got the BET Awards invitation and everything up in that Halliburton. The fans love the fact, and they appreciate the fact that that Naomi's able transition into this character and be able to on a path to win a title like very, very soon. It's all. I also hate the fact that people are like just now recognizing how ill she is. Like I've heard it a couple times this week. It's like, nah, put some respect on her name. Now y'all should have been to that. Like she had that accolades a while ago.
Yeah, I mean, motherfuckers. It takes some motherfuckers big occasions or big events, big happenings for motherfuckers to recognize this shit. But it's been like this for a while.
That's true. That's definitely true.
I'll be honest about Naomi is that, and I say this all the time, that it's much easier to be a bad guy, right? And these have been the best opportunities she's had inside WWE to do anything.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
The booking went toward her, like the booking light shined on her, and to be honest, that's what the opportunity looks like in pro wrestling, is when the booking light shines on you. And if you are known as the fun girl or the girl that can dance or the cute girl or the this and that or the nice girl, people back there love you, but a lot of times you're not going to be her. You know what I mean? When something transpires and then the booking's like, oh, you know what we could do? And then you start. Like I said, listen, the people who write television, write pro wrestling, are writing to point your eyes in certain places. And when the opportunity comes with someone with some skill, and then they point it to you, you know what I mean? And it works. Like they give you something inside your wheelhouse that works for you personally. We get this.
Word. No, I like it. I guess on the flip side, thoughts on I mean, this was obvious. I think everybody kind of felt that Seth was going to win that briefcase. Well, what are the thoughts on Seth? We'll probably have to transition to after Monday Night Raw with Gunther picking up that title from Jey Uso. It's only a matter of time. The target's got to be on Gunther's back to be losing that title soon. No,
but then who's the bad guy?
I think Seth Rollins ends up putting that bullet in John Cena.
Same question.
To go, so you
got three heels.
There's no bad guy in that because he's not the bad, or maybe it's Cody. He puts the bullet in somebody during that match.
I think he takes that title from Gunther.
I don't think it's Gunther. It don't make sense.
What I mean, what
don't make sense for John Cena either, but it makes sense for Cody.
I actually think this makes a lot more sense for Jay.
That's with those glass. I mean, those that briefcase last pass when John gone.
Right, but I think that because you had Cody putting the beats on Seth Rollins for the beginning of his WWE run and when he was injured, I think he want that payback. I do. I mean, shit, anything could fucking happen. As you see, Sami Zayn.
Sammy might take it from Gunther.
And then him cashing in on Sammy because he owes Sammy one too.
Man, fuck.
Word in the streets is
fuck Sammy.
Goldberg on the way back.
I mean, none of that sounds like a world title program to me though.
Nah,
especially when you talk Sami Zayn.
What, Sami Zayn winning the world title?
Sami Zayn being anywhere near the world title.
We would have said that about main event Jay a while ago.
Nah, I think Sammy when Sammy who was Sammy in the
Roman, wasn't it? Was it Roman?
It was Roman.
So when? How long ago?
Years ago?
Because he was the guy that took the Intercontinental title off of Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
A year after he was a guy that took when did he take the tag titles off of the Usos?
The year before that.
He's had a string of having big title wins at WrestleMania, having a nothing run, and then losing the title by like the summertime. That's been him the last couple years, and it's been whether it's injury or whether it's lack of them doing any of the story. There's been nothing that felt. The biggest people felt about Sami Zayn was when it was him and Chad Gable going back and forth for the IC title back before Sami was the guy to get the title.
I think it was when Sami was facing Roman.
That's even longer ago, is my point.
I don't think that was longer than that.
It was a year or so before that. It was at least 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago.
It could. So Roman just lost what last year?
Roman lost in 2024, like a year and a half ago. Yeah, almost.
So what? About 2.5, 3 years?
It would have been. It would have been a year or two before that. Yeah. Because that was at like a Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber or something like that. It was at one of those little shows before. Chamber 2023. So we're talking 2+ years ago. And he's not looked like a world champion since. And I don't think Sami Zayn looked like a world champion now. I don't think he looks any closer to the world championship than anybody else.
I thought he was closer then.
That's my point. No, I agree. I think that's my point.
No, but like Cuz was saying, niggas was saying the same thing about Jey Uso.
Sami Zayn hasn't been a yeet man though. Like I was talking to somebody the other day. They was talking about Jey Uso losing that title like it was a big deal. Do you think people about to stop yeeting? He's not even about to be on TV. The way he cut that promo after Raw, it sounded like he may be chilling for a little bit if he really wants to, and then come back and do some like ease himself back into like tag team or something like that. Like I feel like Jey Uso is gonna be chilling for a little bit.
Nah, we ready to go right into that goddamn. You seen that? Is we ready to go right back in the goddamn Usos and New Day?
No, that's factored into my Jey Uso chilling out for a bit. Because
Jey Uso chilling out as Jey Uso.
At a certain point, it's going to be Jey Uso and Sami or Seth Rollins though for that title. I don't know if I don't think it's Sami Zayn, and I don't know who else is what's the other baby face over there.
That's the thing. They got a babyface problem.
They have a big baby on both for men and for women on that roster. It's a big.
I think who on that motherfucker?
On the Raw side, who else is it? You've got AJ Styles. I believe he's a babyface.
Nah, he's like a tweener.
It's Jey Uso. Sheamus is on Raw.
He's a babyface.
He ain't a heel. Penta's a bit. Penta. It's the thing. Penta and Jey Uso. They don't need titles right now. Like I don't know when they want to put a title on Penta. I don't think they're trying to put a title on Penta anytime soon. He may be it may be Lucha Bros with the tag titles before he got a single title. Honestly, shouts out to Vader. Piece of Anakin Vader.
I don't know, bro.
When Gunther won that title, and what I'll say that was a dope match, though. That was a really dope.
It was a very good match. The
fact that because they went back to the WrestleMania stuff, they was battling back and forth with a sleeper. But when Gunther had his hand raised, I don't want to say he's a transitional champion, but it definitely felt like, oh, this is about to be the setup. Because I don't know if in my head was I don't think they wanted to beat Jey Uso. Or have Seth Rollins beat Jey Uso because Jey Uso's up here. Them little kids still trying to do the yeet shit. Him losing to Gunther doesn't mean he loses the yeet, and he's gonna have time to coast. Whether it's he'll be out for a bit, come back, be on some tag team shit because the New Day set the whole program up. But at some point, because they was talking shit about high fiving Gunther. You got it. What they say, some country that really needs is gonna get on them t-shirts or whatever. Like they really set the program up.
I don't want to see that shit.
That's why I asked, what else is there? Because
for who?
For the world title. For if you're not gonna see Jey Uso eventually going back or going from tag team back to Seth Rollins for some type of world title program later this year, early next year. What else is there?
You can find something. You can find something other than the tag team, my nigga.
You have with Jey Uso?
With Jimmy and Jay. You can find something other than that to put Jay back in.
You probably could, but he would. I don't want to see him fighting for the IC title.
I don't want to see him fighting for the tag titles.
But that I don't.
So what did I say?
Feud is gonna be about titles. I think it's just gonna be about one of the best tag team feuds of all time.
So is it a title match?
I mean, no. It can be. What I'm saying is, New Day can win. Like, it ain't about the titles. It's who you buy. I mean, no, that's not. That's somebody else says that mess. It's about the actual continuing one of the greatest feuds of all time. It's more about the feud than it is about the title.
And it's very simple. I mean, if Jay ain't around for a bit, New Day just trying to punk Jimmy Uso. I got 2 words, 4 letters, 1 word.
It's actually
Jimmy
3
or
letters
Jay.
Because it's 2 E's.
Well, that Xavier tried to let him know, like, hey, you actually added way more words than what you saying, but
that's awful.
What do you want? What do you want?
I don't want to see that. I've been saying that for 20 years.
We don't have time to build. I mean, maybe we do, but they'd have to be doing it yesterday.
For what? I mean, you still got 2 months before SummerSlam. You rush this shit for what?
I'm not saying rush. I don't even think Jey Uso does the thing. Jey Uso may return at SummerSlam. I don't think he wins the title at SummerSlam. He could, but there's nobody else that's in a position where it's like, hey, they're able to be the Yeet Man while the Yeet Man's not here. It ain't Sami Zayn. What's up, DDM?
Hey, don't do Sammy like that.
I haven't. Sami Zayn's world championship material right now?
Sam, there have been several times where Sami Zayn could have held that title for like 2 months tops. You know,
is one of those times June of 2025?
I think it hasn't been enough story for it to happen, so unfortunately not.
It could be August of 2025?
Depending on where the story goes. You know, there's opportunities. There have been opportunities where Sami Zayn could have been world champion, and I say this with love.
I agree, and I don't say it with love.
But if Jey Uso managed to make it to the big belt, I think Sami Zayn had more. He had a lot of story opportunities where he could have made it to the big belt. And this is just in my short time watching from 2020 to 2025.
I think there's a lot of people that would agree with you. I don't care, but I also don't know. Like, at this point, it feels like it's kind of moot. Like, I
feel like they're not going to do it. You know, I think Jay's, quite frankly, I think he has the people to thank a lot for his opportunity. You know, every now and then you just have those movements that happen that just get the people going. And I think the Geek movement is one of those movements. It's like the same with the Yes movement. You know, you just have those movements that are just undeniable, and they're undeniable, and they haven't pissed off the people backstage enough to kind of just ignore it.
That's real.
Because I think when we look at people like, for example, Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, who was massively, you know, popular and really kind of started year zero with wrestlers on the internet and really using that to their advantage. They just refuse to go with it. The same with Karrion Kross. You know, for some people, he is extremely over on the internet. I don't personally see it. But you know, I guess it's happening.
Yeah, for some parts of the internet, but yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, you know, but I guess it's happening. You know, the people are saying it's happening, so who am I? But I haven't seen proof of work, so I have not. I would like to see that tape, but they're saying it's happening. So we'll see. But I'm sorry, I came in the middle of the conversation.
Well, no, I think we've been back and forth. I mean, it sounds like everybody is under the impression that Naomi is going to be aim right at Tiffy time and possibly winning that title soon. But on the flip side, the question was, Seth Rollins has that title. What's the path for him for is it World Heavyweight Championship? Is it going to John Cena and getting that title over there? And then what that would mean for I don't know, the foreseeable future. But I think the one thing that we're circling is kind of both shows are heel heavy or like tweener heavy. There's not a lot of like, there's a Cody Rhodes, there's a Jey Uso, and then underneath that level, I don't know if there's anybody that's overwhelmingly babyface for everybody that's also world title material right now.
Well, I agree with that. I think also too that speaks to what Fam says a lot about wrestling is a reflection of the world. It's a reflection of the country. And right now we are in our heel era. So it makes sense. Yeah, huh?
I said, speak for yourself. They got white meat babyface, baby.
But I think that we're just in the heel era. Like, let's think about this. When's the last time you've seen a crowd, with the exception of Jey Uso, really live for somebody who was a pure babyface? Not the babyface that they told you was supposed to like Cody Rhodes. Outside of Jey Uso, name some organic baby faces that the people just went ape shit over. I personally can't recall.
Chad Gable.
He's a heel.
Now.
Chad Gable, he was
talking about the night that everybody thought he was going to win the belt.
Yes.
Was he babyface? Or
was
he?
Then I gave you
Shorty G.
What, who was the big? Because everybody wanted that to happen, but then main man Sami Zayn emerged to be the bigger babyface in that time. No.
Yeah.
Removed or did he get hurt or some shit? I don't remember.
There may have been an injury, but there was a bunch of he was training them, and then then Chad Gable was pissed. This is all pre-American made shit. Like this is essentially what became American made Chad Gable.
Correct.
He was kind of tweener in that position, in my opinion.
When he was with Otis.
When he because his thing was, I've been around here so long. I'm the Olympian. This IC title match is mine.
Oh, LA Knight. That's right. LA Knight.
That's what he was. He was tweening at that point. There was people that still loved him. They wanted that to happen, but his character, I felt he was presenting more as a tweener, and Sammy ended up being the bigger baby face.
I'm inclined to agree with that. I don't know. I just think, baby faces, the reign. I truly believe that, I have to agree that with the baby face, the highlight of their championship is chasing it.
It's the chase.
Once they get it, it's like, okay, girl, you got the belt. What's next?
That's why LA Knight is kind of because people will say LA Knight in the chat, and I'm not going to disagree. I know the chat.
I agree with LA Knight.
I know people
valuable.
It's on fire.
As a world champion in 2025 June.
Oh, he was on fire.
He was on fire. He was on
first time.
Matter of fact, not to date everything, but he was on fire going into like Money in the Bank last year. It was either LA Knight or Jey Uso.
Before that,
that PLE, people were like, "Yo, if you didn't do it for LA Knight before, because he lost to Roman Reigns at some point, like you got to give him that briefcase right now." And the H era meal says it's definitely the chase. He's a predominantly strong heel booker. Yeah. We need some red or white meat baby faces, like some just like certified. They on the WWE Vault, they recently uploaded the 2019 documentary about that it was a piece of Wrestling Lost Media, the Bret Hart Tom McGee match from like 1986. For those that don't know, Tom McGee was a guy that looked like Kerry Von Erich, but could do backflips and everything. They thought he was going to be the next Hulk Hogan. They thought he was the next guy. and he ended up wrestling a bunch of TV or pre-TV matches and whatnot. Like he didn't really do anything at all, but he was a prospect. I don't know what the WWE prospects are right now. Actually, I do, but like a Braun Breaker's a heel who's attached to Seth Rollins right now. Like a lot of the people that are the future, they're developing them right now on the main roster.
Yeah, they want you to love Braun Breaker. I don't. I think he has the personality of saltines. Bronson Reed is getting in where he can fit in. Triple H obviously loves him, but it's only but so much meat on that bone. No pun intended.
Hey yo.
And I'm not convinced that Seth Rollins can make stars.
He gonna have to. The onus is on him because I mean, hell, if it's not Gunther, it's gonna be somebody else he's taking that title off of.
I will say this, and I don't know what you guys have discussed. Sorry for my tardiness. But I will say this: this is a great opportunity to right the ship of Gunther, and really book him because we saw shades of how he should have been booked right before he lost the belt. I think if they keep that kind of energy with his booking, I think Gunther could be great. But as far as the cashing is concerned, I mean, I don't see Seth cashing in on John Cena. They got too much money on the table with that one. Me personally, and this is going to sound crazy because I'm such a fan of Seth Rollins, I just honestly don't want to see him with the belt. I'm like, what's the point?
Well, that's what they're saying. That is,
it's a trans.
Roman Reigns stops his cashing. I don't know about that, but I'm assuming that's a possibility.
Right now, I'm looking at it like transition to transition.
It don't make sense for Seth to have the belt. For that belt.
It's been the whole point, though, right?
It don't make sense to me because he had that belt. He was the initial champion, right?
He was the first world heavyweight champion. But I think that's why him getting the belt would be something on him because he had the belt. Gunther took it from him.
I don't remember who the fuck took it from him.
I don't recall who took it.
I feel like
Drew McIntyre took it off of him. And Damian Priest cashed in on Drew McIntyre.
And then Gunther took it off of him.
Gunther took it from Damian Priest.
Because he had the King of the Ring match. He won the King of the Ring tournament.
The wrestling history knowledge. I've been watching that long now.
Yes. Well, this was the last year or two. I mean, yeah.
It's the whole title lineage.
I love it. But one
of them people.
I wasn't even thinking about the title changing hands that many times, but I think hearing that makes me think even more of why Seth Rollins may end up getting, because at a certain point he gonna give me mine. I made this title, give me that shit. I'm his whole thing's about we're taking the WWE into the future. He may feel like he needs to have that title to like bring I don't know. If it ain't Seth, I don't know who.
I think I'm not stale on the Seth Rollins character. I just don't want to see Seth Rollins with the belt. I still love the character, and I'm not down on the character. I do want to see that where this faction goes. I think Braun Breaker is a great athletic talent, but I'm sorry, he needs to do something to make me like Jacob Fatu has a personality.
Oh man,
like that is a person who is an athletic talent, but is personality. Braun Breaker is an athletic talent, but his personality, I'm sorry, even when I watched him at NXT, it's giving doll. And I just don't give a damn about what he does.
I like that they did the whole Jacob Fatu situation on because I when I finally watched SmackDown, it wasn't that night, but I watched it Saturday morning. And seeing him emerge, he heard them talking shit. Was like, nah, I got this. But when they hit the music and he came out and then he just beat, he had that man stacked up on a bunch of ladders at the end of that shit. It was good to see. Jacob Fatu more of a babyface than anybody else on the Raw roster.
And you know what? He's the right kind of babyface because He has an edge. You know what, Jacob Fatu? Jacob Fatu is what a baby face now would be. A baby face now is not, you know,
What'd you say, man?
He ain't
we're gonna do it. Yes, you know my fans. A baby face now, like Jacob Fatu, is a great reflection of people now and good people now. I think that
real people.
Right. He is a real person that people can really relate to. He's a future world champion, in my opinion.
Indeed.
And people like children will like Jake when he becomes a real face. Children will like him. Women will like him. Men will like him. He has an everyman kind of quality to him.
He'll drink a beer with you.
That people will really like, and it's every man effortlessly. It's not like
it's very natural.
He doesn't need no shade to Jay, but he doesn't need a slogan. He doesn't need the glasses. He is just him.
Baby face.
That's so crazy.
What'd you say, man?
He ain't no baby face.
Is he a tweener?
That's what I'm saying, but that's where it's heading. It's heading there. I just said that once he hits like baby face, it'll be like that'll be a baby face that people can get behind.
Well, and I'm gonna say this: it may not be giving full baby face right now, but him in the shadows hearing Solo Sikoa, who's giving his best like comedian of the year performance right now, him hearing him talk shit and then going like that was full. Oh, I'm the baby face in this program,
in this situation,
in this program right now.
That program, right, Cal? In that program, he is the baby face now.
He's getting the reactions.
You know,
when he stepped out from the shadows and the crowd cheered, that wasn't they were cheering for the face in that interaction.
I'm not saying he a baby face company wide, but in this storyline right now, he is the baby face.
I don't know, and it'll be interesting to see how they hit the like button, please. I don't hog gas, no brains. God damn, Meggs. I don't know what they'd have to do to turn the corner to make it, because that's I think his natural, genuine demeanor, it may not be applicable to regular WWE babyface stuff, but.
The world and how people consume their entertainment and what they expect, like what is sometimes annoying to me is that I understand their wrestling basics, but we keep trying to apply shit from the 70s and 80s and 90s to 2025. And in 2025, the audience is changing. How the product is received is changing. How the product is promoted is changing. Everything is changing. So you can't keep putting it for everything. I'm not saying that some of the old ways don't work, because I'm right now missing some of Vince McMahon's booking, and I'll go on record for saying that.
Damn.
But also too, that one size fits all approach is just not the same. You know, you just can't keep doing that.
Math, how you feeling?
I'm gonna let y'all cook.
What?
You know, he never liked nothing.
What?
Because it's just I don't see it.
Who do we see as the faces then? Like who? If it's not Jacob Fatu next in line, and I don't want to say Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns could be that guy anytime they want to.
Is Roman Reigns a face?
Not right now. I think Roman's more of a tweener right now. The fans are putting the ones up, but his actions aren't pure babyface.
Roman Reigns against Solo Sikoa a face?
Yes,
he's a face.
You said against Solo Sikoa.
Against Solo Sikoa, he would be the babyface. He was the babyface in the interaction in January.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
But Roman Reigns will need to be in the mix.
No, I'm just asking. I was just asking.
And it's even if you got Roman Reigns develop right now, is Roman Reigns, and then it's like, and And I think on Raw, and it's same thing with the women. Like once you get past the Bianca Belair, Naomi layer on SmackDown, it's not like a steep drop, but like there's only so many women who can carry that mantle of being, I'm the chasing babyface woman for this title.
I think they have irons in the fire. Did you guys talk about NXT or anything like that yet?
We ain't get that far yet. We ain't get that far yet.
I think they have irons in the fire.
Who would you consider as an iron in the fire in NXT?
Well, no, not in NXT, but I'm talking about as far as recent call-up. Stephanie Vacquer is an undisputed iron in the fire.
Yeah.
Roxanne is an undisputed iron in the fire. Would you agree with that, Math?
Yes.
Okay. Now, as far as Miss Giulia is concerned, she is not getting the reactions.
I don't agree with that.
You think that she's getting the great fan reaction? I'm not saying that it's not going to work. I'm just saying right now, the reactions that I think were expected aren't necessarily happening yet.
No, I'm rocking with what you're saying, but I think that she is definitely set to go. But
no, she's an iron in the fire. The iron just ain't hot yet.
Julia?
I believe that though.
Julia's probably she's a distant third.
Yeah, I think
right
she's not over like Rover. Like Stephanie Vacquer is over like Rover very quickly. Roxanne is going to do well because she's a top tier in-ring talent, but also too, her character development has come a long way in putting her in this Judgment Day program, even though from a pure wrestling perspective, she's head and shoulders above Liv Morgan, but from a character perspective, Liv is going to do great things for her.
Yes, that the build of that is going to be dope for Roxanne in particular.
It's going to be great things. Now, Giulia needs the proper and the right feud. Now, they got her getting ready to take this belt from poor Zelina. That woman can't catch a break. But
that's the best thing for Giulia right now, though.
But she can really take that belt, and I think what's going to happen is once she gets that belt, she's going to really properly build that belt from a wrestling perspective. Because from a character perspective, Chelsea Green did great things with that belt. But from a wrestling perspective, that Women's United States Championships needs some rehab because that belt ain't really had the wrestling champion behind it. So I think putting that belt on Giulia, who I think is probably the most beautiful woman in WWE to me.
I like that.
Not that that has anything to do with anything, but
I like that though.
She's just gorgeous. I saw her at NXT. What was that, Vengeance Day? And just to see her in person, I gasped and I said out loud, I didn't even catch myself. I was like, oh my God, that's a beautiful woman. And the man behind me was like, yes, Lord. Like, beautiful woman.
She's very unique. She's got like a very unique set of features. Yeah.
Gorgeous. And so I think putting that belt on her, and another thing too, I've seen online, people have a problem with the braids, and I just don't. I don't have a problem with the braids. I don't think it's appropriation. There was a Japanese wrestler who wore those braids, and that's Giulia's homage to her being in this.
Nigga, I spent last Friday at the Wu-Tang show. I don't care about appropriation.
Yeah,
that's appropriation.
Right. Like in no shade, that Wu-Tang show, I saw the footage. It was a lot of whites in that show down at Baltimore Arena.
It was Danny Ocean.
It was like the Wu-Tang show in Baltimore. I didn't go, but it looked amazing. My mom had her situation. So because I was going to buy a ticket. Funny enough, I was going to Alamo Draft House in DC to see the Phoenician scheme because I love
Wes Anderson, yeah.
And then I was going to last minute buy a ticket to see the Wu-Tang show, but then my mom happened. And even though I'm not a huge Wu-Tang fan, I could take it or leave it. They got some songs that I know because I'm a hip hop head, but I was never, wearing the outfits, buying the Wallabies and all that.
You weren't bombing atomically.
No, not at all. But I wanted to go to the show because I knew it was historic. And looking at everything that transpired, it looked like it was a great time.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Meth and redneck, man. Antoine, you wildin'. Yeah, fam. We had a good conversation. Damn.
But I think Giulia is going to be great for that belt. Zelina can say she was a United States champion, but the competition in the women's division is so high right now from a pure wrestling perspective. I'm not talking character, I'm not talking aesthetic, just purely from a wrestling perspective. The thing is now, it's not just women who can wrestle, it's also women who can wrestle and they look amazing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You're
complete packages.
It's not like back in the day, no shade to Sable, but all shade, where you look good, but you was an ass in the ring. These girls not only can go in the ring, but they look amazing. Stephanie Vacquer is beautiful. Roxanne is a beautiful woman. Giulia is absolutely stunning. Rhea Ripley is gorgeous, both in blonde and in black. Bianca Belair is stunning. Naomi has been in the game for 16 years, and she looked like she just started in the face.
Fact.
She looks amazing. Like, so it's
Hey, Cal, write down just started in the face for the title.
Just started in the face is a very good title.
No, because the game weigh on you.
Yeah, no facts.
The game weigh on you. And somebody made a comment. It also depends on how long you've been on TV. Like LA Knight is around the same age range as Randy Orton.
Yeah.
But I don't look at him as old as Randy Orton because he ain't been on TV as long.
Right.
Like, to me, Randy looked more broken down than LA Knight did. But they the same age. But because LA ain't been on TV as long as Randy been on TV since he
was out the womb
2002,
on TV.
something like that.
Yeah.
Something crazy.
Yeah.
Right. It's a little different, but I think it's just it's the competition is different. It's just not what it used to be. So not only do you got to be good in the ring, you got to look good, and it's interesting seeing, and I don't want to ramble, but it's interesting seeing Nikki Bella try to reinsert herself into this era of women's wrestling. Because while she did good on the promo, it was solid in the promo, and Liv came out and it was.
She said Stephanie Vacquer.
Right, and that kind of bothered me real bad.
Like that.
Ain't you Hispanic, sweetheart?
You a Gahol Garcia. What's a Vacquer?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, keep on video.
I was a little.
That's that Laurinaitis in her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was a little I was a little perturbed, but she held her own in the promo. She looked good. But it's going to be interesting seeing her because now I think she did the right thing being an older woman in the business, even though she looks amazing. Like Nikki Bella looks amazing. She don't her face and aesthetic don't have the mileage on it. Like some women, some men, you can see their mileage. You can't see Nikki Bella's mileage. Right. And
as a man, I don't think I should talk about.
So
don't do that. Don't do that.
But I think that I think it's interesting to see how this works. I can't wait to see what she looks like in ring because she's allegedly been training for a while.
Oh yeah. I'm assuming this is all like when she first started her promo on Monday, it was talking about the evolution of women's wrestling. I'm assuming if it's not Liv, it's somebody that she's going to be wrestling at Evolution next month in Atlanta.
But Nikki was decent on the way out, if y'all remember.
Nick her best run was that run before she retired. Yeah,
she had made some changes, and Nikki was decent on the way out.
She was training with John Cena. It was all that powerlifting and whatnot. Yes, because her finisher was she was doing the Lex Luger shit, the torture rack. Yes, yeah, she was doing the torture rack. But Liv came out and I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I checked the first Evolution. Nikki Bella lost to Ronda Rousey in the main event, but I'm pretty sure that may have been one of the first Liv Morgan pay-per-views because they was really the Riot Squad was really starting to pop at that time. So and in the 7 years since, it's been a big part of the women's wrestling. I don't know. It just kind of makes sense.
And
damn.
I thought it was me.
Personally, when I've seen her in the Royal Rumbles, like, you know,
Shout out to Paul Hardcastle.
Damn, I think it's a wrap.
It behind me. Listen, that's why I had lost him. I had to do a reset.
I had to do a whole and he getting the point off too. He getting that shit off.
I hope he's not still talking.
He's still in the point.
He may still be in the point. I feel bad. YouTube.com/Black Rasslin. Just because it's just a whole stuck. I mean, shout out that for real. It's a this is how you used to get me. Yeah, see, he going.
You niggas jokes.
That's how y'all used to do me. So you know,
no, absolutely.
Point, everybody
Everybody
can get it. Everybody can get it.
That's a fact.
We was talking about women and everything like that. This on Raw, they announced that Asuka's gonna be back next week. She's a part. There go DDM. She's a part of the women's is the Queen of the Ring qualifier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened with my Wi-Fi, and I got Comcast Xfinity, so please don't play on.
DDM said, "Bitch, I'm not poor."
Like, don't play.
No, when you it said when you got froze, it said thank you for using Nextel, and then it just clicked off.
I can't. Do we think Asuka is winning this qualifier?
No.
She can't come back and lose.
Hell no.
She gonna come back and lose?
No, she's winning the qualifier.
Yeah.
She not winning the tournament.
She can lose. She can lose. It's 4 women, right?
The thing is, what is fun about these latest qualifiers and things that have been happening is that they're not putting just jobbers in these they are putting, like, Money in the Bank was solid. These qualifier matches is like, oh, it's stakes. They putting bitches in and it's like, oh, I thought you was protected, bitch. You know,
that ladder match was cool until you get to Alexa Bliss, but I don't want to sound like a jerk.
Don't do Mother Bliss. Now, what I will say is this: Mother Bliss,
all ass, no dad.
Mother Bliss needs to she needs to hold promo classes for the girls, because
she needs to give them the class.
Yeah, she needs to. She can conduct promo classes, because Miss Bliss, honey, I believe her every time she talks. I be gagged a little bit because I'm like, bitch, I know you did not just read her like this. Like, Miss Bliss on a promo tip, I'm an Alexa Bliss fan.
I need this.
I didn't watch her doing her whole goddess thing and all that, but like looking at her promos and things like that as of late, I live for. I think the read be appropriate. And what I like about Alexa Bliss promos is she don't be doing too much. It just be the read be very matter of fact, but it be true.
And she just look at you.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It don't be like, oh, and guess what happened? It's like, you know, Charlotte, you know, the only thing you have is this belt. You know,
is it a situation where, because like the conversation for a while has been Alexa Bliss gonna be with Wyatt 6. Alexa Bliss, like, do they need to figure out what they want to do with her and just like put her in a direction?
I think she's being chained to that gimmick, and I don't like it. The whole Wyatt 6 thing, my personal opinion, let it die. Like, I'm like,
I'm not mad, but keep going.
And the reason I'm saying that is because, guys, what are we doing? You know, it's a constant stop-start, and I understand injuries and things like that, but you're not doing anything with that gimmick and that group of people that is really moving the needle and getting me as a viewer invested. And then on top of that, the t-shirts that you made for Nikki Cross and the rest of them that look good as hell, you only had them in small bitch sizes. So I can't even subscribe into your fucking, sorry, I can't even subscribe on the merch tip because it's only little whores that can wear that shit. So the shirt is high. I wanted the Nikki Cross shirt because I thought that shit was hard. And then I went on WWE shop and I'm like, now which bitch? Only one of my titties is fitting in here. What is this doing?
How many titties?
One of the titties.
Where's the other one?
Outside the shirt.
Like it's giving Lil Kim at the VMAs and them little ass shirts.
Outside the shirt.
Why did Diana Ross juggle her titty like
that? Hey, yeah. Goddamn. Speaking of old people getting in front of the stage, John Cena, CM Punk is going to be going down overseas at the end of the month. John Cena said, "You want this title? You got to go to Saudi Arabia to come get it."
That can't be the
Blood
name.
Money CM Punk.
That's the name of the episode. You want the title? You got to come to Saudi Arabia to get it.
Sizes.
No. The Lamont Sanford is a strong second for the name of the episode. I ain't gonna hold you, but
Black Rasslin of the Week is cuz mustache.
Nah, John Cena went out there sounding like Triple H talking to y'all about our truth, and then they say, "Yo, you gonna get the CM Punk match ASAP." It still feels like
our truth yet.
Long time ago.
We did talk. Did you have any thoughts about Truth though? Did you have thoughts?
I want to hold the show up. Y'all already talked. Did y'all talk about his multiple personalities?
No.
Oh.
All right.
We did talk about Ron the Truth killing and our Truth.
We talked about multiple personalities, but we didn't, because I've seen a theory about him on some like what how did he say? Oh, I'm driving right now. That's how he worded it.
It's given, if he asks me for a fug, I'm gonna give it to him because I don't know what's gonna happen.
He did have the black Air Force One.
He did have, I don't have the picture loaded. He did have the black Air Force.
Time, I'm just gonna tell him what time it is.
Asking for a phone.
If he asks me to use my phone to call his number because he ain't got a phone, I'm gonna just have to take my chances and see if I get my phone back.
I gotta call my mama.
Listen. I work in a very public place, and I've had people legitimately ask, and I always tell the same lie. I ain't got no minutes left.
Let me borrow your phone real quick. Let me borrow your phone.
I tell niggas I ain't got no minutes left, man. I put that up against my face.
Let me see your phone real quick. I just gotta call my mama. I gotta get home.
What's the number? I'm gonna put it on speaker. What's the number?
555-2424. Just call it.
Hey, I'm sitting here with Archie right now. He wanted me to give you a call.
Gloria, Archie said he needed a ride home. Who the hell, Archie?
Sweetheart, the nigga asked me to use my phone, and I put that against my face. I told him
I don't know no damn Archie.
I can't.
Who the hell? And he just sitting there looking like that at you.
No, I put this phone against my face. I'm not. I ain't got no minutes. That is really the lie I tell. When niggas be like, yo, now you going right fast, man. My joint just died. I got 2 minutes left, man. I ain't got mama to get home.
I ain't got no minutes in 2025. It's crazy. Because that's the line.
Yeah,
do you got minutes on your phone or not?
Yeah, I got grandfathered into the Sprint plan. I still pay Murphy Brown the money.
Is Sprint still around?
She had MCI, didn't she?
Oh, it was MCI? No, it was Sprint.
Sprint was
Sprint.
Sprint's with T-Mobile now. Sprint got bought by T-Mobile. Yeah.
So it's all T-Mobile now. Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, Sprint Nextel.
Yes, yeah. They got I think Sprint bought Nextel and then they all got bought by T-Mobile.
I heard they bringing back the Sidekick. Is that true?
I'd hope so.
They're always trying to run them devices back.
If I could get a Sidekick and text and then hit a button and just like talk to you on the mic, dog. That'd be my last phone. Hey, I'm about to send you this video real quick. And then just send the shit over. Yeah. You would send the shit over.
When I finally put them, when I finally decide to go ahead and make that Meta AI, it don't matter what phone I got at that point.
Okay, Timberland.
I just
I need one of them microphones I could put on my hat.
Boost ain't around?
Boost? No.
Yeah, they've been gone.
You said boots in the ground. Where them fans at?
Bang, 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 bang. No, what's the company shit? Because they be advertising it on Raw. They be like what's the loudness in the arena? The booze. I forget. I don't know if that's one of them companies may have bought booze.
That's Xfinity.
Xfinity. I thought that was Metro PCS.
It's Xfinity because they got a whole arena. I remember specifically over the Yamin. Since Mania, they've been doing commercials with that. It's so corny. Every one of them commercials is whack.
I got a Jones intercable phone.
Can we talk about how they are over monetizing the promotion?
The WWE?
No.
It's getting to a new level where it's just like ridiculous. The Slim Jim
I like Slim Jim table.
The Fireball ladder.
The Fireball ladder was crazy.
That's Obafemi's fault.
It's getting ridiculous now.
That is Obafemi's fault. He's being a Fireball man is crazy. No disrespect.
It's just like, oh.
No disrespect, Obafemi.
Oba say, yo, I like whiskey. And she's like, what kind of whiskey? Like Macallan? Fireball.
Fireball. That's what I drink. And then on the pay-per-view, they had
the Lil Wayne. Yeah, the Lil Wayne started playing in the back. The Fire Man. Fire Man. Fire Man.
And then the tallest damn ladder is the fire. No, you got a point, DDM. You do have a point.
It's getting insane now.
They going listen. Boxing got to a point where they was putting the advertisements on the actual boxers. You remember
on the niggas, yeah.
Zab Judah had it's gonna happen.
I saw a tweet. They was like, by the end of 2025 or something, they showed Triple H. He had all the logos like this, all the logos up on his jacket. He had tattoos on his hands and shit.
On his hands.
It could happen.
Yeah.
How Punk ain't got that Pepsi card yet?
That's a good question.
Why pay for it when it's there permanently for free?
When it's there for free, free advertising on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it just makes sense.
Roman Reigns, Mr. D.
What? Waiting for the first wrestler to be sponsored by Nike. I think is that not Roman?
That's what they said. Is Roman still a wrestler?
Roman maybe he's got a movie. He may be doing a movie. Matter of fact, I saw Jade Cargill. She been cast in the next Jonathan Majors. She's gonna be starting a movie against Jonathan Majors. That's an action film.
Yeah, it's called Looking for Coretta.
Is she never mind. NXT. Y'all saw, I guess I should. Mariah May, they did the whole vignette. Shouts out to Brother Math last week. He pointed out the fact that they didn't mention a Mariah or a May when she made her debut on the mic last week. They did a whole I Dream a Genie glamorous style a package or whatever, and at the end they made sure they didn't play but they might as well have done a drum roll because they said, hey, her name Blake Monroe.
That's fine.
It's as NXT as you can get, right?
It's fine.
It could have been worse.
Yeah.
It could have been worse.
It's not a star name.
Mariah Monroe would have made more sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the whole I Dream of Genie thing, late, tired. It's just late. Everything about it is late. Mm-hmm. Like the name is late, the gimmick is late. It's just late. That she really gonna have to wrestle her ass off for me.
I mean, I don't think she the way they do it right now, they've got the women. There's going to be a 4. What's the next NXT? They're doing something to have the women do like a little tournament. Be the next. It's at Evolution. They're having a tournament to have the next contender for the NXT Women's Championship face off at Evolution. I was hoping it was going to be Blake Monroe for this, but it seemed like Blake Monroe may be after. Maybe she attacks somebody at Evolution or something like that. But yeah, right now, they have irons in the fire for JC Jane at Evolution. Maybe that woman takes the title off of JC Jane, and then Blake Monroe starts her
She's not
Poor
gonna
JC. Don't nobody like her.
She's not gonna let.
You the
I-
indie Hartwell. You knew indie Hartwell.
She didn't. Well, it's the new Mandy.
Well, no, because Mandy, at least you believed it. She's in the indie Hartwell, meaning she ain't gonna have that belt long.
I don't know if I believed it.
No, I didn't believe it either.
I don't know if I believed it with. I understand what you're saying. I don't know if I believed it with her back then. But either way, I feel like JC's gonna. The way I was talking about Gunther being transitional, I feel like JC Jane is super transitional right now.
Even in the storytelling, they making her seem transitional.
Yes. They don't paint her as somebody that's about to be champion for long.
You got new bitches coming out talking about you ain't shit.
You know that title's mine, right? Yeah. Why not? It's JC. No disrespect, but it's JC Jane. Like, you know what it is. We're glad that Mandy Rose is better. Was she better than that?
Yeah, well, she had the character part down.
She was a better gimmick, not in ring.
No, she was awful.
Right.
That's what I was. That when I talked, that my question was more about.
She was awful.
We also got on NXT. Shout out Jasper Troy, my boy, Pastor Troy, Jasper Troy. He finally he after putting Obafemi through a car. Shouts out to the black people that be in the NXT audience. After the show, there's a whole video Black Arrow Entertainment put on IG. The car was still out there that Jasper Troy had slammed Oba on. It was still all fucked up. Dope match. The ending was kind of messed up. I think Jasper Troy. I don't know if he was out, but I think he forgot to kick out. But either way, it was his first title match on NXT. That shit was dope. There was a lot of moments where I was like, "Oh shit, they about to take that title off." Oba.
He got his self together too, body wise. He looked good. Yeah,
they wasn't knocking him off that quick.
He ain't wrestling with no shirt on though, is he?
No.
He ain't that far, but he's definitely he spent his time in the gym making sure that he was looking right, and it was good. I think the
you
match.
Can tell he care.
Yes, 100%. I dare I say, Jasper Troy felt like the person in season 1 of LFG that was like, what Jamie Foxx said with LL Cool J. This is really real. Like he was so in the zone in being a NXT superstar that everything felt like it was personally attacking him when they would say some shit about him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. I like that he's getting these moments right now. And Booker T is still on the commentary. Like, yeah, that's my nigga right there.
Oh, because Booker T did kind of do some personal coaching,
right,
with him,
right.
And I think Booker T was personally annoyed when Gunther did what he did
when he talked that shit on the show. Yeah, he tried to play him. He tried to play him on that shit.
Yeah.
This may be it, yo. Yeah, I think this is it. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold anybody too much longer for the night. It is past 10:30. There's only if Mimi was here, I'd ask her, but there's only one question I gotta ask. We done talked about all the shits. Black, white, and different. DDM, you got a black rass of the week?
Naomi, and please start wearing that black hair you wore to the BET Awards because you look good. Okay, that jet black, bone straight black lace, ma'am, that's your hair now. Go ahead and make it work.
So the red from Money in the Bank ain't gonna work?
It's cute. It works, but that black, that BET Awards hair, girl, that's your hair.
You said don't show up like this on SmackDown is what you said.
I mean, it's fine, but the black bone straight is giving what it need to give.
Shout out to Black Bone Straight. Brother fan?
Black Bone Straight sound like the next Samuel Jackson film. The sequel to Black Snake Moan.
Black Bone Straight.
It's only if niggas seen it.
And it's Jasper Troy with 3 chains. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Uncle Ron, Ron the Truth Killer.
Ronald the Truth, yeah. Shout out. Forever at this point. At this point, it's forever. Brother Matthew?
I'm going with the young homie from Carolina, Jordan Holt.
Shout out.
Shout out to Jordan doing his motherfucking thing as per usual.
Salute.
Might have. Let's see what them niggas. He's gonna be on the next Ashe card with Broner and.
That's soon, right? That's at the end of this month.
22nd.
27. Shout out to Queen Aminata.
Shout out to Queen.
What she did? Because I keep saying her name in the chat.
Do me a favor, DDM. Go on your social medias of choice and just search Queen Aminata. You'll find the clip.
Okay.
My Black Rasslins of the week is the New Day. Only for that again, we mentioned it earlier, that video that they recorded after Jey Uso lost the title, and they spent a good like 2-3 minutes just talking cash shit about Jey Uso. He send the Yeet shirts to a country that needs them. What'd he say?
28. My bad.
Kofi said Jay only held the title for 6 weeks. I held it for 6 months. He said numbers matter, and then Xavier Woods said, "Yeah, we in the Netflix era." No, that's if they're able to build a New Day Usos continuation program. Math don't like it based off of that. I would love it.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Can y'all see this? Y'all see?
Oh shit! What was this?
That's Beard Gang Math. I can't tell that. That was one of the illegal COVID parties.
I was
Anyway,
gonna say it had to be pandemic era. I could tell by the Yamin on the side. I'm sorry. That's you, my brother. You, my brother. I felt right
there. The bearded man. That's what his kids ain't like.
When Math said I cut my beard hair because of you, I felt bad.
I did, yeah.
Oh, she bad.
I wasn't trying to be a bully. It was just funny. We would always do that shit. Nigga post a picture of him at like 5 years old. That's not gonna be on the pod.
I told my mother.
What did she say?
She said kiss her ass.
I understand. You told her. I told you that looked like you just got off of work.
I told her that. You said that I worked down at the plant. And I wanted to know why you dress me like I work down at the plant.
Definitely. I don't know about cuz, but that outfit definitely picked up 2-3 extra shifts.
Thanks. Friday, I work about 7 to 10. Yeah, I got it.
Now I work for you this week because next Saturday, I'm gonna go out with the guy.
I'm not gonna pull the picture up, but working down at the plant, that was definitely what that shirt was given. Oh, DDM, where can these people find you on the social medias?
Knee deep in Aminata.
Yeah, so I'm looking at this Queen Aminata stuff, and I know I know you trying to leave. But, I feel her hits. I like what I saw.
No shit.
The no sell at the end when she just walked out. I don't see nothing wrong with that. She's lost every collision match that she's been in. That's very problematic.
It's rough. She's one of the best things on that roster that don't get the that she need to. But yeah, keep going. I'm sorry.
But it's interesting that Mother Khan is not. To me, Tony Khan never could really. He had a hard time identifying, in my opinion, right? Great new talent in a way, like certain people, like he had a hard time identifying new stars to me. Like, and when he would find them, he would like cool them off, and I just never understood that.
Yeah,
but I understood that completely.
What was it?
I don't want you to get paid off my momentum. I don't want another nigga to get money off the momentum I paid for.
Yeah,
I think, but that I understand it, but that's what it is.
I think the thing is, it's like any good DJ set though, where when the one track's going, you kind of turn it down a little bit. You got to know when to turn that shit back up, and I think that's been the thing with him. He's been good with kind of cooling people off that come around, but picking the times to let the people turn up.
In moments they could have. And the thing is, if you're scared they're gonna go to WWE, if that's the elephant in the room, then you're paying them good. Continue to elevate. Because to me, and this is my struggle with them, and how did we get here, right? But it's like you had talent where you could have, like, I was like, okay, this ship is going somewhere good, and you cool the talent off, and then you don't invest in storyline, but whatever. But yes, Queen Aminata definitely needs to get more TV time, more winning, meaningful TV time. Like, where's the storyline? Because looking at it, that match with Tekla, I was like, oh, okay, bitch,
Shout out Tekla.
come through.
Shout out
But
Tekla.
the no sell at the end when she walked away is giving, I'm frustrated and I'm tired of being played with.
Word. We'll see.
And it's nice to see the internet basically being on her side.
The internet loves Aminata for more reasons than one. Brother Fan,
No. Ask it again first. Ask Brother DDM again.
All right. DDM. Where can the people find you on them social medias of choice?
At Dapper Dan Midas, YouTube Secretary of Shade.
Piece of the. Are you going to be tapped? Because there's a lot going on in the world. You Secretary of Shade around for a little bit.
Yeah, I'll probably do it. It's been a rough week, but shout out to Los Angeles.
Facts, big facts. Brother Fan.
Hey man, LFam79 your social media choice. I don't know. I feel like talking some rap music sometimes. So, stay tuned.
Let me know. Yeah, let a nigga know. Gianco said left a good job in the city. I'm sorry. Brother Math, where do people find you on them social medias? He said he still got the city job. At Cal on Twitter, at Black Rasslin on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. BlackRasslin.com is a website. If it's down over the weekend, don't worry. We recalibrating. YouTube.com/Black Rasslin. Every Thursday night, 8:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're getting you 5 mics of podcast of excellence, wrestling and entertainment, wrestling favorite pod, and I forget all the means I used to do. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. Pay that 1, pay that 10. It's always relevant shit going on, but it's always copyright, so we can't put it over here. Pay the lemon, please. BRP 50 season is here. Again, shouts out to A.O. Baker, shouts out to Lip Gloss and Ladders. They already let y'all know who they thought their number one should be on the BRP 50. Once Monday hit, it's a tidal wave, so just be ready. This is the calm before the storm. What else is going on? Is that it? I think that's it. We got to get out of it. Shouts out to Mimi. Hope you're doing well. Peace to y'all. Hope everybody in the land is doing well. Thanks to the chat. As always, it's good to talk to y'all. We got to get out of here. It's another Thursday night, and niggas got to go to work tomorrow. So, DDM, please take us out.
Isn't it ironic? All you want to do is so chronic. But then you forgot when you were down who was around.